Hi everyone. Today we're gonna run through a set of podcast agents that I have on Claude Code. And basically, the purpose of this is not just to save time, but also to make something that is working specifically for me. So I have like 20 to 30 type of subscription to different podcasts. And that means around a dozen of brand new episodes every single day. And that means between 15 to 20 hours minimum of content to listen to. And I don't have time for that, very simply. So what I came up with is a full process with Claude Code and a set of agents to really automate that workflow from end to end. Basically, check the episodes, download the last ones, transcript them, get the clean transcript, and then build a digest based on my specific instruction that would take the full text of the transcript of a single episode, but then extract what I mostly need from that. So let me show you quickly how this works. You can see here basically getting processed. In this case, I'm processing the Rethinking from Adam Grant podcast. This is the latest episode, How You Can Do More for Others, where Rutger Bregman. You can see it gets the audio URL, the episode starts downloading, and then the download is happening locally. And once it's happening locally, I'm using the Whisper open source model from OpenAI to run the transcription from speech to text. And you can see, for example, here the progress. We have the feed discovery that is successful. The download is also done, the whisper transcription that basically takes the audio or the video and extracts the text, and then that text would be the base of the workflow, and that is the trigger for the agents that I have built to really do the full work. So as you can see here, this is the full transcript of the latest episode on the 26th, Rethinking. You can see the name of the podcast and the name of the episode. The full transcript itself, I requested to have these metadata, episode, podcast, published, duration, etc. You can see the raw transcript from Whisper, and it's like just brute force text end to end. And this will be the base for our first agent that would take it and make the next step available, which is the transcript cleaner. So the transcript cleaner agent basically takes the full transcript and will clean it based on a set of instruction I shared with the agent, which means we will get a clean transcript, as you can see here, with the key people. You can see Adam Grant, Rutger Bregman, associating the specific section for each individual in the podcast. And this piece then will be processed by the second agent. So once the cleaning is completed, we will move it back to a second agent, which is the digest creator. The digest creator will take the clean transcript and build a brand new digest, which is one single file that is specific to that episode, but is cleaned and structured and is the output of a full prompt and a system instructions that I have shared, which is basically this way. We have the overview and the key segment. What is this episode? What is the key topics, etc. And for each topic, we have, for example, the moral ambition definition, what has been discussed, but also the quote that is most outstanding in that piece of conversation itself. So we have a set of topics. Then we have the themes. Action creates character. We have the extract, and then we have another quote. And most importantly, what I would also need most of the time when I'm listening to podcasts is if there's any mention of companies, startups, entities that are worth paying attention to. And this is where let's see this in a more clear way. You can see it here. There you go. So we have the podcast identity, podcast host Adam Grant, guest Rutger Bregman, the publishing date, the duration, etc. We have the overview. We have the key topics, the key themes. Action creates character. We have the extract, and then we have the key quote. You don't do good things because you are a good person. It's the other way around. You become a good person by doing good things. And this is for me a good enough content that would help me either then craft my own newsletter content based on this inspiration and these ideas and these angles, or for example, run an additional research on certain companies, for example, Vanta, that has been mentioned in the podcast, multiple sponsorship mentions throughout the episode. Vanta helps companies get compliant. So this is, for example, we know it's a sponsorship. We have Y Combinator, reference it as a comparison model for social impact organization, etc. So all of these are really interesting insights that I'm gonna get like in a few minutes compared to listening to the full 2 hours episode of a single podcast. And imagine I'm running this over 20 plus podcasts and a dozen more of episodes that are basically like 20 plus hours a day for which I don't have the time. And once all of those pieces, episodes of the day have been basically processes, and for each one we have a digest. The third agent came into play, which is the daily summarizer. And this agent basically takes every digest from that day, from those episodes of the day, and basically creates one single summary that I will read at the end of the day or the next day or whenever I have time. And you can see here the brand new one. Let's open it. The daily summary for August 26th, episodes analyzed, 4 episodes across multiple podcasts. This is the duration, almost like 3 hours. The major topics with key perspective, for example, area to responsibility and privilege, professional identity and career choice. We have it from rethinking, from Y Combinator, and from the daily. Plus certain patterns that are coming over the unified themes, etc. And this is my own style and own instruction because this is what works specifically for me, and it's running basically with these three agents and a full automation end to end. So hope this helpful. Let me know if you have questions, and see you in the next video.